I sat down to make a video about my new content workflow and ended up completely lost. Everything that should have made my life easier, somehow it made it harder. But while I was trying to create that video, I hit a wall. The content didn't feel right. My workflow felt clunky. And I realized I was in the messy middle. And quick definition of the messy middle, it's that frustrating stage where you've learned enough to know what you want, but haven't quite figured out how to make it work smoothly. And what I was trying to do was I had a plan. I was going to create ChatGPT projects for my LinkedIn and YouTube content. I had uploaded my files, trained it on my hooks, my open loops, my past framework, my voice and tone, and my past content. And the idea was to make content creation easier and more aligned with my voice. But when I actually started creating posts and scripts, something felt off. I realized just because something makes sense logically doesn't mean it instantly works perfectly in practice. And I think this is my take on why the messy middle happens and why I think it's normal. I think when we try to optimize our process, it can sometimes feel more complicated at first. The gap between theory and execution is where most people quit. It's that awkward, frustrating, this isn't working phase. This is exactly where people give up because they think they're doing it wrong. But I don't know, if it feels messy, I think it means you're actually making progress. Because I don't think anyone skips this part. This stage is actually proof that you're moving forward. So how did I adjust? At first, I thought maybe I'm just overcomplicating things. Maybe I should just push through, because that's what I tend to do. But the more I tried, the more stuck I felt. So I did what any rational person would do. I had a little therapy session with ChatGPT. And I basically talked it through like I was venting to a friend. What a good friend. And in the process, through my venting, I realized that I wasn't actually stuck. I was just in that phase where things feel harder before they get easier. And what I realized about this process is I don't have all the answers right now. No surprise. The only way out of the messy middle is through it. I need to let myself test things without expecting them to be perfect immediately. I've talked about that in the past. And instead of trying to force a final solution, I'm experimenting, adjusting, and seeing what actually works for me. It's frustrating, oh my gosh, but it's part of figuring out how to make my workflow mine instead of trying to copy what should theoretically work. And the main thing keeping me moving forward, not letting this frustration stop me from creating. I could spend weeks tweaking my system and still not know if it works until I actually put some content out there. And even while I'm figuring this out, I'm still showing up. Here I am, making content and refining along the way. So if you've ever felt stuck in the messy middle, welcome to the club. I'm figuring this out in real time and I want to hear from you. Have you ever been through this phase? What helped you move through it? Let me know in the comments because I'm literally working through this right now. And if you want to see how this all plays out, whether I get that video out, subscribe and hit notifications. And thank you for watching.